Guys, so how we all doing? Yesterday we saw some downward momentum come into the market from Euro USD. The dollar bought a little bit. Actually, it was mixed data because we had the NFP release yesterday from September, and it was just mixed data basically, and that just shows how the Fed is going to move next month, as nobody knows, right? And that's the whole point of this. Because okay, so unemployment rate rose, but also they added more jobs. So it's kind of like just mixed data at the moment, and that is what we can see in the markets. But from what we can analyze from a technical point of view, you can see okay, we came into this high, took this liquidity, and then from there, from this supply zone right here, we started to sell off, right? And now we sold off for about, I think we sold off for about 150 pips, and now we sold off into this monthly open. Okay, and from there we can see this morning we've started to retrace. For me, I'm still interested in sales on this thing, uh based off of next, perhaps by next week, if we see some nice retracement today, maybe we come into this high, grab this liquidity as we're retracing from the monthly open. And we have this liquidity that we've left behind here. So this descending highs, perhaps we could come here, grab it, and then from there start to retrace. That would be nice to see. So let's wait for that. And also, guys, with the Japanese yen, the yen basket is so weak at the moment because of their new prime minister. So basically, this woman, like, she was like in the interview, like, oh, I sleep 2 hours a week, and everybody's just going to work. And she has this loose fiscal policy, like just giving stimulus and everything. So like they have to take on more debt, which is eventually weak for the yen. So as you can see, guys, just look at this, man. Just been dumping and dumping and dumping. So this is nice to see. All we just need to wait for is a retracement, right? We have retracements. We can have liquidity highs right here, right? We have this liquidity high here, and then also this nice area of supply, right? This buy for the sell, that would be nice. And then maybe we take out some highs, and we start to see some downward momentum coming to the market. But that would be nice for the Japanese yen. Okay, guys, GBP USD, we pushed out of this consolidation, I guess, and now we are pushing back into it to retest. I would like higher prices on this thing. Perhaps maybe we come and grab this high also, right? Take this out, take the buy side liquidity out, and then come here, take the sell side liquidity out, and then we start to dump. That would be nice to see. Let's see what happens. Be patient with this thing because of where we're trading. Of course, we can still go down because we've grabbed liquidity, we've come into the supply, and yes, definitely we can still go down from the here. But if we go down there, we go down. I wouldn't mind, but I would like to see some of this liquidity being grabbed, and then we can go with it. Okay, so that's the plan. With NU, guys, as I said yesterday, we came into this yearly open. This is bearish, right, guys? I mean, don't look for buys on this thing. Let's right. If we go to the daily time frame, I mean, you can see it, right? You can see. You can see the order flow is just to the downside. So for us to start looking for buys, guys, we have our break of structure right here. Push down, retrace, right? We need to start seeing breaks above this quarterly open, right? We need to start seeing breaks above here to tell us, okay, now our order flow has shifted to the upside, then you can start looking for buys, because any buys you take here, yes, definitely it can work out, but the risk you're exposing yourself to is greater than the reward that you might potentially receive. That's the whole point of this. So it's all about systems. It's all about building systems and following those systems and making and building systems that work. Building systems that work. Okay, so for me right now, I'm just waiting for perhaps a liquidation of this high, and then from here, inside this demand area, then I can look for those sales. That would be nice to see. With AU, guys, okay, guys, we spoke about this. Beautiful. You can see we've come here, we've grabbed this liquidity, and I'm eyeing this for a buy. Honestly, I'm interested in buying this because, as you can see, guys, we're in this range. We've been in this range for quite some time, and honestly, I'm quite interested in buying this market. Yes, in as much as we're still swing high, you can just see it's been moving sideways. And since that's moving sideways and we're moving towards the highs, I prefer buying rather than selling. So this would be a nice position that keep I'm gonna keep my eye on. So for you just have to wait for a fractal structure break above this candle, right? And then maybe a retest, and then from there we could look for those buys. Guys, don't mind the wild swing. Definitely not gonna be like that, or maybe it is, I don't know. But that's the point. Like, you get the point. You want a break above this high and then a retest, and then you can get it. Well, yes, the CHF, guys, I think we've started to push down. Yes, because the dollar has been retracing, right? Okay, so you can see we spoke about this yesterday. We said, okay, from this liquidity that we could grab it, and then from there we could start to push down, and that is happening. Okay, so for me, I would like to see a nice supply zone formed like this push down. I like it, and then perhaps if we get that retest of the monthly open, right, and then we could get in to short and look for those short position to target the 3 monthly open or the 25% Fibonacci area with our stops below, above this high right here. So something like this. Sorry, that's right. So I think this was even where the first, what was the first fractal break was right here. But we haven't had a retest since then. So you just wait for a retest. Your stops above this high, at least targeting this for a 2.5, or here for a 3% profit. Okay. Um, for gold, guys, we're still in this position, still holding on. I mean, it's not even moving. It's been quite a slow week for gold, and let's see how it wants to move. But I thought we could find scaling after grabbing this liquidity high lows, and then I thought, and I was targeting, okay, if we push above here, then on the retest, then we start to look for more longs, but that didn't happen. As the news came out mixed, and gold has been slowing down. So keep in mind you still have this area of liquidity open, so manage risk and trade carefully, tread carefully rather, and trade carefully also. So um looking at this, we've just been choppy, guys. We've been moving sideways, and maybe we want to grab this high. But if you're looking for longs, right, you want a break above this monthly open, and which is also the fractal high right here, and then from there you can start to look for those scaling longs, right? You want something like this. Maybe we get momentum towards New York. That would be nice to see. Okay. For USD card, guys, you can see we've been beautiful, beautiful. If you're still holding this position, guys, congratulations. I think we should be in some profit by now. Okay. So also if you are scaling in, wonderful, wonderful, because this was one scaling opportunity that we spoke about. Liquidity beneath the lows. We're grabbing this liquidity and then targeting that position should be at a 1 to 1 right now, and then added to this position probably at the 1 to, let me see, at a 1 to 0.5, right, 0.6, and then so you can see you're already getting something. So that's how to scale in and just improve the likelihood of profit. um with USD guys, we've come into the yearly open, which beautiful to see. I mean, guys, this is just a beautiful market. Look at this. Look at this. I'm not looking to short this. I'm still looking to long it. I would be waiting for some reaccumulation or retracement like this. And then from there, after grabbing liquidity, perhaps beneath this low, if we're ready to push up again, then we can start to look for those highs based off of the change of character and the market structure. For now, nothing yet. Just holding on as the yen is also retracing. So I want all that to retrace, which will give us new opportunities perhaps going into next week. And let's see how that plays out. Okay. So have a good weekend. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Thank you.